I bust through and bust moves. Stay true, they kill it, they stay smooth. Handsome brothers stay set in the mood, but they wanted funky rhymes from the brother so cool. Trying to check the vibes and set the conversation. The keenest minds to find this observation. I'm on 10 podcast, so don't not face it. We'll be the first to declare our greatness. Checking, now check out, I'm checking it twice on the weekly. I'm busting, cause busting is life. If you don't know, now you do though. You should peep game, that'd be cool though. Cause your part is crucial, so get on the movement. If you ain't busting, don't know what you doing. Wasting your time and ignoring the truest. Some of the realest, they greatly influence. Kings in Montana creating a movement. Scrapping or rapping or laughing or acting. It really don't matter, cause this is our passion. We busting and trusting. It really is something when it comes to our family. You know that we love them. That's how we roll. Montana in the house and we taking control. Podcast kings in the place to be. We taking over, just wait and see.
Slow down and catch the vibe. Weekly buzz, we'll be on tonight. No more stand true and tried. It's Buzzword, it's ride or die. Slow down and catch the vibe. Weekly buzz, we'll be on tonight. No more stand true and tried. It's Buzzword, it's ride or die.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Weekly Bus. We are being joined with hip-hop royalty from Montana. He's been on the scene for as long as I can remember. He represents the crew out of Bozeman. They go by the name Filth and Fun. We're joined by Nick Barney. How you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing great. Hey, thanks for having me.
Hey, thank you for making the drive. He's live in studio from Bozeman. Yeah, let me get that out of your way so you can get that mic in front of you. Most importantly, make sure you talk into the mic because these mics are sensitive and they just do not pick up what they should.
Yes, sir.
There we are. Now I can hear you. So first and foremost, man, you've been on the scene. A lot of people recognize your name. I'm sure of it. But you're one of those fellas that you kind of are low key. You're kind of a ghost in the sense of your personal world. Your personal life is like low key. So no one really knows who Nick Barney is. Who is Nick Barney?
Nick Barney. He is a dude who's been involved with hip hop his entire life. He stands for representing where he's from. Never been afraid to embrace, where I started this thing at. I'm a Belgrade kid, Bozeman area, Belgrade kid. But yeah, I'm a dude who's fully involved in hip hop. I've been everything from a battle MC to a guy that raised both of his sons by himself. I actually and they're grown, they're 25 and 23 now. I also raised my ex-wife's little brother. Shout out DJ Beeswax. That's actually one of the original Filth and Foul members. Was my ex-wife's little brother who I raised from age 12. I gave him some turntables and he locked himself in a room. I want to say summer after like 7th grade, and the dude just instantly became like the best DJ that I've ever seen personally.
Really? Still scratching today?
Actually, he changed his life completely. And, although if you had some turntables in front of him, he could still probably cut it up. He's a family man, and he's just more focused on, just living his life and stuff. He's not really a producer anymore. But, after he did his DJ thing, he ended up becoming like a real musician and learning how to play, 5-6 different instruments and, becoming like super flexible when it came to this music shit.
So you've been a single father, rapping man, doing your thing. What did you do? Is this what you did as a profession for as long as you can remember, or what do you do for work?
So I have been making money off rap music consistently since about 2003.
Damn.
But prior to that, I would say the main thing I've done in my life, I've been a painter, and I've also managed numerous dispensaries over the years.
Oh, word.
Probably 5 or 6 different dispensaries. I had little stints with 2-3 years here and 2-3 years there. But for the most part, just working as a concert promoter and a rap artist. The rap artist money ain't really there, but the concert promotion thing is kind of where I found my niche. And then in bringing artists to town and being the one that invests in the shows, I'm able to kind of control. And if I want to open a show, I do. And if I don't want to open up, I just sit back and
yeah, that's kind of nice as an artist, though. Like, I bet, especially since you've been in the game so long, you can pick and choose your your routes, whether you want to or not.
Yeah,
cool.
Absolutely. It has its benefits, you know, being the guy that puts the money on the line. There's nights where I've lost $6,000 in one night, and there's nights where I've came up 10,000. So, I mean, you can.
Gambling on people is a weird thing, right?
It's funny that you say that too, because like growing up, my parents, you know, I had the best parents ever, but their one little thing that they loved to do was Keno machines. So I spent a lot of years standing there waiting for my parents with the there goes the money, and I'm just like, you know, I'm never gonna be a gambler. I always said I'm never gonna be a gambler. That's not my thing. But look at me taking big gambles, you know, on rap artists that, you know, someone may like them and someone may just be like, why the fuck are you paying these people?
So Nick, you're telling me no scratchies, dog? No gamble scratchies?
No.
Damn, bro.
No,
I'll go
man.
through stints and scratchies here and there, but not a lot.
I used to gamble bad when I was a drug addict, dude, like an active drug addict, dude. That's all I used to do was gamble, and now I don't gamble at all, man. I mean, obviously we gamble like you're saying, but you know, it's a different form of gambling. We gamble on, you know, risk and rewards, in more or less.
Yeah, I haven't even done the sports betting thing, and I'm like a big sports nerd, so I'm kind of surprised I haven't stepped into that. But the reason being is like, you know, I'm a Cleveland Browns fan, so I haven't had much
Now you do that
to bet on yet. You know, it's been a while.
You guys got a team now, though. I mean, Cleveland's come back.
Yeah, you know, if they live up to expectation, I do believe the Browns are a serious contender. But you know, they're in the toughest division in football, as far as I'm concerned.
What? AFC West.
Well,
Yeah,
it's tough because there's one really good team. It's not tough.
No,
'cause there's
Cartoon
competition
is
for-
live in studio. He's just over there.
Yeah, no, Cartoon's in the house, baby. So we got a couple guests that he brought in.
Hell yeah.
You were in Helena on your way down too. You seen our boy Kyle May? He's doing the merch for Rappin' the Rivers, and without bringing it up on general, but Rappin' the Rivers is a point of topic today, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. We are gonna go over all that cool stuff. Did you get your merch printed out today?
No, I this is the crazy thing. I should have just said I would pick the shit up today if I knew, because I was over there yesterday. I picked all my shit up.
He did say that. He's like, oh yeah, Nick was just here yesterday. I was like,
Oh shit! I'll see if he can stop by. He's like, well, it won't be done by then. I was like, well, all right. Well, on the next.
I tried.
that guy is crazy. He's networking with every one of our team members, dude. Like, it's so crazy. Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out Brand L, man.
Absolutely. If you need merch, please hit up Brand L Printing in Helena, and they will hook you up. And especially if you mention that you're an artist on Rappin' the Rivers. If you're an artist on Rappin' the Rivers and you're getting merch and you're not getting it from them, then you're simply failing.
That's goofy.
Hell yeah.
Simply failing.
Because I mean, Three Forks is hop, skip, and a jump from fucking hell,
So
man.
let's get into it, man. What brought you to hip hop? I know, I mean, everyone loves music. Everyone loves hip hop, but like, what was like you? Yeah, I want to fucking rap, dude.
Shoot, if I took it back to one moment, and this will just tell you how damn old I am. We're December of '93, right around Christmas time, and my parents, who were cool as fuck, you know, they let me have the friends over and do our little rap shit or whatever. But my parents, the most unlikely source of the beginning of Montana rap music, as far as I'm concerned, they're in the living room while I'm having my little get together, and they're having their own night. They're drinking, they're smoking their joints and shit, and they're singing karaoke. Patsy Cline songs and shit like that.
Hell yeah.
And I was friends with the dude. His real name's Chris Asher, former state boxing champ. And he goes by the rap name Crisp A Kid. So Chris Asher at the time, I didn't even know he rapped, comes over. He's getting a little bit along with my parents better than I am because he's already smoking weed. I'm not smoking weed at this time, right? So he's out there smoking a little weed, and then he comes and he grabs me. He's like, dude, I want to do something. Come check this out. And he throws in on the tape A deck, he puts in Ice Cube's Check Yourself.
Hell yeah.
And then he presses record on side B, and he spits what I would consider the first rap in Montana rap artist history. Anybody would actually claim this state. This guy was spitting.
What's his name again?
Crisp A Kid.
That's fucking the cool ass story, dude. That's a cool story. All right.
Montana state boxing champion Chris Asher, the Crisp A Kid, was the first rapper that I can actually.
That laid it on wax, dude, like legit on a tape. Yeah, he recorded
cassette tape. And
the
funny story.
And that's 93, right?
That's 93.
It's fucking nuts.
and it's weird how this came about because Chris was 4 years older than me, and I always looked up to Chris. He was like the older friend, and you know, he took me under his wing, and I was kind of like the little homie, the only younger dude that he would hang out with. Yeah. And Chris basically left maybe like a month after that cassette tape was made. He left Montana, moved away to California, and I didn't see him or hear from him for years. So after he moves away, this damn tape is just getting played at my house daily, and an idea hits me, and it's like, wait a minute, you could actually do this. It doesn't matter that you're white and you're from Belgrade, Montana. You could rap if Chris Asher could do it from the trailer park.
You can do it. I can do it. That's fucking story. I love this, dude.
Yeah, it's wild, man. So from there, you know, this is 93. So then you go, okay, so what beats were you rapping to in 93? Okay.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, this is before Vanilla Ice. You know, like, you know, white rappers didn't have a chance. They only had beasties, dude. Like, legit.
So in 93, a kid from Belgrade, how does he get an instrumental? Well, there was, you know, you could go and buy a cassette single, right? Cassette single of whatever song that just came out, House of Pain, Jump Around, whatever it might have been at the time. You could get that, and the B-side would have the instrumental. But aside from that, I got creative, and I realized that back in the day, every Too Short song, he let the beat ride for 3 minutes at the end. The whole end of the beat is actually an instrumental. So any of Too Short's old shit, I was spitting my own shit over Too Short beats in 93, 94, but I would just pick it up after he stopped rapping.
And do you have any of those still?
Yeah, I actually do.
That's legit as fuck, dude. I want to throw a side quest out there. Me and Tylen probably have. We have an origin story. I was like, yeah, me and Ty used to do this thing called Ty and Levi Show. The Ty and Levi Show would never stop. And we'd either beat the fuck out of each other or we'd just do some wild shit, right?
Crazy ass shit.
But same deal. We'd walk around with a record player and we'd just record our day. So that's like a radio blog back in the day.
Yeah.
That wasn't a video blog.
Hey, that's what we're here. And we're talking.
But we would walk around with the tape player just outside our grandpa's house and shit, just like, yo, this is going on, this is going on. And we had that. I mean, that's probably still in mom's storage or something. That's around.
So in all technicality, we were both dropping mixtapes before anyone
knew. Well, we were dropping vlogs before anybody ever was.
Yeah, our version of mixtapes. Yeah. That's crazy, dude. That's a cool fucking story.
Laying it on wax.
So, did you were you kind of like what kind of like rap were you into? Like, were you gangster rapping it? Were you like Montana rapping it? Were you fucking just rapping lifestyles? Like,
so in all honesty and humbleness, in Belgrade, Montana, the only rap music that I was hearing was what would be shown on MTV, right? And that was pretty seldom. So, you know, I got my exposure to Beastie Boys, Tone Loc, shit like that.
Run DMC.
Run DMC. But the first things that really stuck in my head, I want to say summer after 6th grade, I heard, and I'm going to be honest, MC Hammer, You Can't Touch This.
Ooh.
When I heard You Can't Touch This and I saw the music video, something just clicked. And that, along with my Little League team, for some reason, I would just play that damn Hammer song right before I go to Little League. And then at 12 years old, I'm like a 1.5 feet taller than everyone, including the coaches. And so I'm already cracking home runs and just something synonymous with that summer and that song. And then I'm just waiting on his next one. And then the next thing you know, Vanilla Ice. Ice Baby. I'll admit it. Yeah. Ice Baby for a white kid from Belgrade, Montana at 13.
Oh, that was it, bro.
To see that, and I knew about Third Base and some other white artists back then, but just to see the success of Vanilla Ice, and then the fact that prior to Vanilla Ice and MC Hammer, if you listen to the radio anywhere in Montana, you were not hearing any hip hop.
Oh, hell no.
I don't care where it was. Anywhere I went, I never heard any hip hop at all on the radio.
I mean, we don't even have one in Great Falls right now.
We don't currently have a radio station dedicated to hip hop, dude.
Yeah. I don't think Bozeman does either, but
it's fucking insane.
But yeah, Vanilla Ice, getting to the forefront and getting all the fame that he had, the movie stuff. And at that time, it was just the idea, like I said, with Chris Bay Kid giving me the idea that I could rap at being a kid from Belgrade. It all starts with an idea, and then you're going to prove the whole world wrong.
Yes, sir.
And then Vanilla Ice and House of Pain, Cypress Hill, and other artists came along that like kind of made me think, hey, you know, just just keep doing this thing. And to me, it's never, there's so many rappers today that pop up and they're like, I want to be a rapper. And you say, why is that? Well, I think I'm going to go viral with this one song that I made. And then next thing you know, I'm going to be famous and I'm going to get paid thousands of dollars to do a show and do a tour and all this stuff. And it's like, man, these artists, they're skipping so many steps of the game that would make you a well-rounded artist, that would make you deserve a record deal. Like, you know, some of these cats, they don't really have a lot to offer. And I could say that because I'll bring some of these artists out that went viral and their stage show is trash. They don't even know how to hold a damn microphone yet. But you're going, oh, well, you got 10 million views on your video, but you still don't know how to hold the microphone yet. You know how to project your voice into a microphone, so you're rapping over your mixed mains, your mixed main vocals. Then you're going to be like, not to put them on blast, but Kasky, for instance, yelling at the sound guy, yo, turn my mic up, whole shit,
Kasky?
Turn my mic up. Yes. Mind you, he's rapping over us.
I love Kasky. I didn't know. Is this an incident that's pretty well known or something?
Well, this is just something that happened in Bozeman. It's
Bozeman. I didn't even know he was there.
Oh, I brought Kasky 3-4 times to Bozeman.
Oh shit.
I fuck with Kasky. I want to meet him, dude.
Music wise, super dope, humble dude. But one particular night just wouldn't, you know, and we know it as a sound guy.
Yeah.
It's your worst nightmare when these famous rappers come through and they got a master mix with their vocals on it. And then they're going to tell you to keep turning their mic up because they somehow think that it's possible to be louder than a mastered main vocal.
Right.
That's impossible. That's mission impossible. You're asking the sound guy to make a miracle happen and walk on water. It's not happening. So you're instantly the bad guy to the sound guy, and then yelling at him repeatedly is just going to get you nowhere. But yeah, that's what he did. Yelled at the dude all night long to the point where we literally had a confrontation. And I'm like, hey, man, you yell at the sound guy is my little brother. You yell at him one more time, and we're throwing hands. And, you know, it got to the point where I had to put him on blast. Bro, you lip syncing, man. I'm sorry. Stop lip syncing. You lip syncing your show, and then you're wondering why you can't get it to sound right. The mic starts squealing. Why is the mic squealing? Because you keep telling him to turn it up. Then he turns it down, and you hear your mastered vocal, and you can't compete with that because you're not rapping loud enough. I don't know what it is, but a lot of these artists, they need to get their shit together and try being an MC. Try being an MC about it. Your instrument is your voice. And if your only instrument as a rap artist is your voice, let people hear it.
Right. Oh, I love that, dude. I love that.
Recorded shit. That's insane.
Between like main vocal rapping and performance vocals.
Fact.
Which they'll mix down, and then you'll hear it, of course, like it is. But if you played it regular,
damn, dude, you need a mic.
That's important input, though.
Sorry if I blew your ears out.
What are you saying? To what are you saying, though? It is all about how you mix down your show set disc, or however, you know, your set. There's different ways to do it, but a lot of these rappers they're trying to rap right over their mastered main mix. And
Kerry hates it, man. I'll put my brother's words out there. He fucking cannot stand when people put a record on. I mean, he's rapped it. He put it in his music. He's like, I'm so sick and tired of rappers putting on their music with vocals at a concert. He's like, you're not there to do that. You're not there to do that. You're there to perform it.
Oh, yeah.
Better if you fuck up or not. You know, you're supposed to ride out.
Filth and Foul, we've spoke on this for years. We got a track. I mean, this is 15-year-old track called Karaoke Night. It gets karaoke night. You better exit stage left. These clowns ain't got it figured out yet. Yeah, it's been something that we've dealt with for years, and it's sad when the famous cats do it. It's like, you know, we get it that
that's a bummer.
You're playing a lot of shows night after night, and maybe that's a reason to save your voice type of thing. But if you're doing that, at least rap loud enough that you're convincing me. You know?
So let's get into Filth and Foul, bro. You know, you're a rapper now. You made around. You made a little mixtape. You're dinking around. Where did your partner and you come in?
So, well, like I was saying, my ex-wife's little brother, I claim him as my little brother, DJ Beeswax. He's where it starts, right? And then, So we're talking 2003. Me and him have already been making music together. We actually were making music with his sister, my ex-wife. She actually was rhyming too at the time.
Oh yeah, that's kind of cool.
When we split up, he stays with me. She goes and does her own thing. So Beeswax, you know, 14, 15 at the time, something like that. He goes out to the mall and he's looking for a job, and he ends up getting a job at a shop in the mall. It was like a little restaurant. It was called Country Time. And this restaurant, it turns out, is owned by this dude who I would see at every show that we did. You know, this guy, I could tell this guy was like a real hip hop.
You liked hip hop, yeah.
Because back then I was throwing MC battles. That was kind of how I suckered people in. And I would throw an MC battle. Everyone would come to see the MC battle, but I would do like the first round of the battle and then do one of my.
Is Bozeman have a pretty strong hip hop scene?
Oh, it's super strong, super strong.
I don't know shit about Bozeman, to be honest. That's what, you know.
It is kind of out there. But I used to just sucker the people into seeing my set by making them come see an MC battle, right? And I would, you know, put my set in between the battle, so people were forced to stick around. That's kind of how I made myself relevant to start. So the homeboy that owned this restaurant, he was at all these events and whatnot. And then I noticed, hey, dude, this is the owner of this restaurant. My little brother's working for it. This guy. So eventually, my brother comes home from work with a CD, and it's a mix of beats that this guy had made and songs that he had made, and the shit was fire.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, what? Like, I just could tell by the way he looked, and you know, just being at any rap oriented show, like undoubtedly a hip hop fan. And so from that point, when I heard that shit, I instantly was just like, at the time, I was just like, dude, ask him if he just wants to be in the group. You know, let's just work this thing out. We got 2 different producers making beats, DJ Beeswax.
Hell yeah. Actually, now you got a mixer and now you got a producer. Yeah.
And it's funny, the dude, he used to be a DJ also, and he went by the name DJ Demon when we first met him. There's some history for you too. But when we first started hanging out with him, he's kicking it, and me and my little brother just smoking like 20 blunts a day. Every studio session, just smoke the fuck out. And he's like, yo, you know, what should I go by? And it just, we're like, yo, you should just go by Contact, because you're always catching the motherfucking Contact.
That's awesome, dude. Your fucking storytelling is legit, dude. This is becoming one of my favorite shows, dude. I literally, like, I love this fucking show already, dude. I just noticed myself smiling constantly throughout this whole episode.
So Contact joins the crew, and immediately at that time, you know, we had a lot of momentum. We released this song called Do What You Like. We sampled an old well-known song. It's a Frankie Valli song, Oh What a Night. So my little brother sampled that beat. We end up making this song. From there, we start pressing hella burnt CDs. I mean, thousands, and giving them away at every club. I mean, just anywhere we would go, we were just giving away thousands of these burnt CDs.
I swear to God that me and Kyler had 2 of your CDs that you passed out at one of your shows here.
406?
Yeah.
406ers album, yeah.
Yeah. The 406ers album. Yes, it was, bro. It had you guys' the 76ers logo and shit. Yeah, dude, that's exactly it, dude. That's fucking bananas, dude.
And just think about how long ago that was.
That was a long time
been gone and scrapped like 8-9 years already.
Yeah, that's 05, man. That album.
Holy shit,
05.
dude.
That is crazy, dude.
Okay, so
Thanks for that, man. You're giving me some core memories, man.
So Nick, we're still at the beginning, so I want to know who was relevant when you started rapping? Like, who was relevant on the scene here?
So when I started rapping, like I said, Chris Bay Kid got me into it. Then he disappeared. But when I started rapping, you know, it was still like me and my high school homies. I had a friend named Philly Blunt. Dude kind of rapped and beatboxed. My homeboy Scenario. Another dude named, who did he go by? 10 High. 10 High was a hell of a producer. He played guitar and made beats and whatnot. And, you know, my crew back then was called High Fidelity. And we started doing shows and just kind of doing our local thing. And, you know, we opened up for a handful of cool artists. God, I think we opened up for Young MC. I want to say the first big artist we opened up for was Young MC. If you ever heard the song Bust a Move, old school shit, but
Bust a Move.
Yeah, Bust a Move.
Yeah.
Oh, so,
That's a banger, dude.
Yeah, that was an old school banger. So, you know, we just started opening shows
want
for like local clubs.
You got it. Yeah, that's right.
So, local club in Bozeman called the Zebra. They started, you know, kind of having hip hop shows, and there was a rap group it was a rap funk band from Portland, which had DJ Chill, who went on to be Tech Nine's DJ for a while. And my homeboy Pete Miser was the MC of that group. But those guys would play shows in Bozeman frequently. They put me on to another Portland rap artist named Cool Nuts. And Cool Nuts, shout out Cool Nuts. I would say he's probably one of my mentors in this thing. DJ Chill as well, but helping me to understand how to put shows on myself and also just be a live stage performer. A lot of that was learned in that era there with the Zebra Cocktail Lounge and some of those Portland artists, DJ Chill, Maniac Loke. Those guys put me on to shit. But Montana rap artists, let me think who was relevant then. It comes back to 3 artists that I really would say were at the core in 2003, 2004. We're looking at Killa C, a Juggalo rap artist from Billings.
I recall that.
So yeah, he was tight with Tech Nine and was on some of his projects at one point. But I'll show you. I went to Billings one time I was actually going out there to record with that dude that went by the name Ken High from High Fidelity. I went out there to record with him, and what was I getting at?
The 3 core people.
So the 3 core people. I go to the mall in Billings while I'm waiting to go to the studio. I go in Zoomies. There's a CD in the CD or in the display case, and it says Killa C, Billings rapper or whatever. And so I picked it up. I'm a local dude, so I'm gonna check it out, right?
Absolutely.
So I check it out, pick it up. All the beats were fire. I wasn't so much into the music. I'm not really into the Juggalo shit, but the beats were fire. And I look at who made the beats, and it's a guy named Bionic Savage, which if you know your history, Superman, the Native American.
Okay, yeah, all right.
His name that he used to go by was Bionic Savage. So he produced Killa C's whole first joint there. And when I got that project, I listened to it. Superman's number was on the bottom. So from there,
you are a dripping motherfucker. Out of everything that I've gotten out of this whole conversation, dude, you are so strategic and you do not let opportunity slide. And I love a motherfucker like that, dude. If you see opportunity, you shoot for it. And you remember these things. Dude, I love your mind. I cannot help but think and congratulate you for who you are, dude, because I feel honored listening to this story, dude. Like I really do. It's fucking sick.
Well, I'm just stoked to be here and tell the story.
It's a dope story.
Not everyone wants to know about it, but so
hey,
Bionic Savage.
Carino's in the house too, by the way.
Hell yeah! What up? The soloist. That's my dude.
Yes, sir.
Brian Shirley. That's the dude right there. 406 Paint and Fine Finishes. They sponsor Rappin' the Rivers also.
That's what's up.
So Superman, Bionic Savage. So I reach out and I just call the dude and he's like, yo, man, so you need beats? I'll make you a deal. You send me $100 once a month and I'll send you a CD that has 3 beats on it. You know?
That's not good.
And I may like them. I may not like them, but it's not like I could mix them down or change anything. Yeah. It was like, these are 3 beats that you own now. They're set in stone. Here you go. You do what you want.
It's fucking kind of dope, actually.
So for years, for years, and I would put him on shows and shit. Some of those MC battles that I threw, he was like the featured artist, and Killa C would be the featured artist. And Killa C, Superman, aka Bionic Savage, and then I'll shout out some artists like DJ Bionic from Missoula. So at that same era, even though he's a DJ, he's not a rap artist. DJ Bionic from Missoula was putting on shows in Missoula, rap contests, DJ contests, and I'm thinking, dude, this goes back to like 99, 2000, 2001. I mean, those were like some of the originals, and then we got to move on to people like Ambidex also. I don't know if you know about Ambidex from Buzz Records in Missoula.
No.
R-Biz. I heard Connor when Connor was on your show. He shouted out Ryan Bradshaw.
Yeah.
So Ryan Bradshaw, he's the organizer with Connor on the Purgatory.
Yeah, Purgatory. Yeah.
So long before he was putting on shows and doing that sort of thing, and I think he also does like wedding DJ stuff. But
are you gonna do any festivals or anything like that? I mean, I know you're doing the rap. Is that a festival? Is that what that is considered?
It's definitely a festival.
I don't know what a festival, a concert. I don't know the difference, but like
definitely a festival.
Are you thinking about doing anything like Purgatory or anything like that?
Purgatory, that's huge. I mean, when it comes to it for me, it's all about it takes money. Sure. And Purgatory is a big investment. Just securing the metro, I don't even know what that costs.
Yeah,
but it's probably close to or more than what I'm paying for the venue where Rappin' the Rivers takes place.
Dude, I'm stoked for that.
I would believe that just because of the amenities. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's indoors. It's all the time. It's in downtown.
That's
what I mean? Like
venue.
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
gotta
of
be
times it
expensive.
just comes down to capacity too. Like how many people can you shove in there? Well, this is how much money we want back. So
Right? If you fill it up,
So
cut back.
are you
Real quick, I just want to say this while I can, bro. Nothing but respect for this legend. We ain't just talking about just being on a podcast. Real shit, because besides Connor, and shout out Connor Lorenz, you know what I mean? You already know who he is. But nobody else is really bringing acts that we want to see except for Filth and Foul.
facts?
You know what I mean? Real shit.
Facts. Well, for those who can't,
shows all that shit.
for those that can't hear what Toon was saying, Toon is on off the record back here. He's all like, I want to show all the love and respect to Filth and Foul. He's like, these guys truly deserve it. He's like, besides Connor, he's like, there isn't really nobody out there that's bringing in artists that we fuck with from outside the state besides Filth and Foul and Connor. And he's all like, they've been doing it forever. So he's just giving the flowers that they deserve to.
much love. I appreciate that for real. It's one thing to love hip hop, but how many of us risk our money for hip hop?
Fact.
To build hip hop and to also give opportunities to other people that love hip hop.
Hell yeah, dude. I love that.
It doesn't happen often.
And then some love for the art. That's what it is, man. You're exactly right. Everyone's passion for this shit is the exact same. That's why I always find it funny when people are fighting over music and shit. I'm like, you guys love it, dude. What the fuck are you
It's
fighting
the
for?
same but different, I think. You know what I mean? Because everyone's chasing a different part of the dream. It
That's
feels
true.
like.
That's true. Motives. Definitely motives fuck a lot of shit up. But, I mean, ultimately, we love the fucking craft. You know what I mean? And you're right. There's a very few that are willing to dedicate their fucking money, time, sweat, tears, and put someone else on in the process. They're
Sure.
very limited.
For sure. It's funny because a lot of people think that I'm in competition or don't want other people to put a show on. I love it. Please put a show on. I encourage you and you and you and you and you, everyone, put a damn show on. Put your money where your mouth is. Take a risk and be that guy that the day of the show, because people didn't support, be that guy that has to figure out how to come up with $5,000 to $10,000 to cover that second half for the artist, so that your word is worth something. A lot of people don't realize what goes into putting shows on, but not every show wins, man. But you don't see me cowering and quitting putting shows on and bringing hip hop to Montana.
It's never a loss, man. It's always a learning curve. That's how I look at it. You're only going to take a loss if you're willing to give up.
I love seeing people pop up and try and do it. There's people that have tried for years to try to emulate what I do, and whether that's successful or not, the idea is you can't pop up and just pretend you know how to put a show together. There's artists that have tried this, or promoters that have tried this, and then come show day.
I feel like we relate to this with the podcast. You see a lot of motherfuckers say, "Yeah, I'm going to start a podcast," and it's like we encourage it. And a lot of people are like, "Dude, are you guys getting started?" But no, dude, we feel the same way.
Please
Do it. We'll just start, and then it'll be something that'll that happens in our day-to-day life that'll piss me off. So I'll make a vague post, because I'm not just going to just throw everybody under the bus. We'll mention you like,
Levi Dick gets in his 50 Cent mode.
it's like, hey, was it us? Did we piss you off? I was like, what the fuck did you do? I don't know. Started a podcast? Go for it. Fuck you, dude. I don't care about that. But no, it's shit, dog. Like, don't be people
who think they can do it, they just don't understand. I think a lot of it is just they don't understand how much work goes into a lot of these things that you get to witness and enjoy. You know what I mean? While you're on the opposite side, but when it comes to people like us, everyone in this fucking room understands there's so much work that goes behind the scenes that nobody talks about. The unsung heroes are often yourselves and your team, dude.
Absolutely.
And nobody talks about it, dude. And you're right. The risk is always so fucking high, but when it does hit, that reward is so fucking awesome, dude. Like, I have feelings that you can't pay for because of successes that our team has had together by risking it all.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, working all year for a festival like I'm doing right now, it's like you work 363 days a year so you can figure out
48 hours of fucking festival.
If your 2 days is successful or not, but it's a lot of work that goes in.
You travel 4 hours to get here. You're going to be doing about 6 or 7 hours of fucking traveling for promoting this fucking show now on our show. And I respect, dude, like I said before, all respect to you, and I really appreciate you showing up in person to do a great episode.
Right. He said, he messaged, he said, we're good on the online, video chat. He's like,
That's fucking gangster.
He's like, we'll just plan it. We'll come to you. Whatever day works. I was like, all right, bet. Let's get around then.
Nick, I want to get, while you're here, like, this is great. I love your history and I want to get back on it, but we have talked about it 10 times now. So let's just fucking crack the egg. Let's bust it open. You're here for a very specific reason, and it's to highlight Rappin' the motherfucking Rivers, dude.
Yeah,
let's get it on, man. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna go and show the camera here.
Yeah, you do that. I'll pull up the thing real quick. Oh shit.
So yeah, Rappin' the Rivers Festival. It is
Go back.
going down August 16th and 17th in Caldwell,
Yeah,
Montana.
here, I'll just try to pull it up real quick.
Yeah.
Just type it in, would you? Rappin' the Rivers.
Yep.
So Caldwell, Montana, August 16th and 17th, Rappin' the Rivers Festival. It's the largest rap festival and rap gathering in the Northwest. If there's something else out there that's showcasing more hip hop talent, famous and regional, please let me know. I'd love to argue about that. I just don't think that it's possible for anyone else to have had a bigger, strictly rap festival.
Strictly rap festival? I don't think so.
We had 113 acts on the stage last year. 3 stages, live music at all times. 113 hip hop acts and DJs rocked the stage. That's for last year's show. This year, I want to say we're somewhere around 70 acts total right now. And our headliners include, we got Brother Ali. We got Cordell Drake Music. Let's go. That's that Northwest stuff right there. We got Dirty Snatcher, represent for the EDM crowd.
That's what's up.
We got Dizzy Wright featuring a live band.
All aboard.
For all of our smokers out there. Shout out Silverleaf. Shout out Silverleaf. That's our medical marijuana sponsor. I guess it's not medical anymore. It's just a dispensary.
Just weed now, yeah.
Sponsor would be Silverleaf. And also shout out our other weed sponsor, Montana Janes, over there in Bozeman. They are opening up their new shop on Monday, so check them out over off of.
Hey, Silverleaf has good weed, dude. I ain't gonna fucking lie, dude. They got fucking primo weed.
Absolutely, yeah. I've known the owner for years. He's had it dialed in from the jump. So yeah, shout out Greg, shout out Silverleaf, love you guys. Back to the lineup, we got Killer Priest of Wu-Tang Clan. Anybody who likes Wu out there. Of course, we got one hater that's gonna pop up and be like, he's not from the original group, and I don't care. That's Killer Priest from Wu-Tang. Where else you know him from? Stupidest thing I ever heard. And we got Kosher Dills. We got Cottonmouth Kings.
That's wild, actually, man. That's a big one. You know what I mean? For Montana, that's a big one. Because I know I'm not a fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a fan of the music, but a lot of Montana loves Cottonmouth Kings, dude. Like, they're huge here.
I don't bump everything that I book. That's life as a promoter, you know? It's not.
Yeah, at least you're honest
not
about
for
it.
everyone, but the thing is, there's a lot of people that do love Cottonmouth Kings.
For sure.
There's a lot of people that like being at a rap festival August 16th and 17th, smoking weed with Cottonmouth Kings. So, you know, that's a little bit of motivation for you, too. Rest of the lineup, we got Lady Dice representing the females. That's the only female, you know, famous rap artist on the lineup.
Mac Lethal,
we've got Mac Lethal.
That's fucking sick.
My dude, Mac Lethal, super, one of the coolest dudes that I've actually got time to, you know, chill and whatnot with. We spent, I want to say, you know, 3 hours in the vehicle together when I picked him up, did a show in Missoula, drove to Bozeman.
That's hella cool, dude.
That 3 hours was a lot of game was soaked from Mac Lethal. He's a very down-to-earth dude. I feel like if he lived in Montana, I'd be hanging out with that dude all the time. Super cool dude. I've got a song with him too. He, like, some celebrities, when we get them on a song, they absolutely just shit the bed. They just, you know, they absolutely don't give a rat's ass. They shit out the quickest verse they can do and move on. But Mac Lethal, you did it right, man. Appreciate that. Inspire. Song's called Like That. Throwbacks.
I'm gonna check it out.
Throwbacks from the Future is the name of the group. Throwbacks from the Future. Like That is the title of the song featuring Mac Lethal.
All right, I think I finally got it.
Rest of it, we got Mickey Avalon. Yeah, Mickey Avalon. That's somebody.
Mickey Avalon?
I've been trying to.
No way.
I've been trying to bring Mickey for a year.
Hell yeah! I'm talking.
Yeah.
HIV, dude. That shit's crazy. Maybe my guys bump that song on a regular. That's cool, man. I'm excited for your next one. You're gonna.
The next one, you know what's funny? We've had a lot of people ask me for a long time to bring Montana 300. I had him lined up. Something happened. Man. He had some legal issues, I believe, 2 years ago. The word's out. So yeah, it's back on the street, and Montana 300 will be at this show. For everybody who missed him that first time, he'll be there. This is hip hop. So Also, we've got my good friend Stevie Stone.
Stevie's cool, man.
Stevie's a good friend. We've had him out here numerous times over the years.
Yep, we do.
Got a song and a music video that we're about to release at some point called Hit It. And then another song that we just recorded recently. He put down a hook. You know how Stevie does it, all the layers.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He absolutely slaughtered this hook, and just seeing how he did his thing in the studio, and it was on that Jay-Z shit. He didn't write nothing down. It was all in his head, and he layered it up. I want to say like 4 or 5 layers, and the shit just fire, dude. Like I haven't written.
It's cool to see when you get. I haven't got to see someone like that or anything record, but I've just been around a lot of recording. You know what I mean? And it's cool when you see it fucking produced the song. I was seeing like people who are so talented do it in front of you. You're like, yo, that is the fucking dopest shit ever, dude.
I was soaking game on the recording session in his studio process. Just
it
was very different because first before he came with words, he came with the melody. Starts humming the melody of the words that he wants to add. Then the words came, and it was just it's wild, man. So Stevie, you killed the hook, man. Appreciate you. Another act we got on here, and this guy has came out numerous times to Montana. I would say he's probably
he's a homie.
He's not, he's the headliner that I believe I put on there because I feel like he should be a headliner. Swizzy B and Loud Life Crew. They, he may not be famous yet, but that crew is going to be famous. They do things right. They put on a good live stage show. And
they said that they put it on no matter how many people are there. It's like I'm bringing the energy every night,
and people vibe with them. It's like I've seen it over the years. Every time they come to town, it's like people come out the woodwork. People that might not have came to my last 5-6 shows that I brought to Bozeman. When I bring them, they're there. They're hanging out with them before and after. Like they're good. They're just good people,
That's cool, man.
The vibes are always.
I think Levi's had some time talking to Swizzy, haven't you?
Yeah, I've talked to him back and forth on chat a few times. He tried making it to Great Falls when he was going to Rappin' the Rivers. He said it was just a little bit out of the way because they were driving by bus and flew into Bozeman. But
some funny shit though, Swizzy. I gotta say, here's a funny one. I put on Kirk O'Bangs in Whitefish, and I added Swizzy to the show, right? So Swizzy and them show up. The venue mistake, and they show up early because that's what they should do. Yeah. They show up early. The venue actually mistakes Swizzy B for Kirk O'Bangs. Gives him his backstage area, gives him a bottle of Hennessy and shit.
No,
yeah, hey, it's their mistake. Man.
Oh yeah,
if you don't know, now you know.
That's right.
But yeah, those are my dudes. They put on a great show, so they're on the headlining. They're on the headliners list, and they'll probably be rocking. We've got 3 stages, and so they'll probably be rocking 2 of the 3 stages at one point or another. Get them their time. They came a long ways from Florida. They come a long ways from Florida to do the show. So definitely going to showcase them. And last but not least,
this is a big one.
Yeah. And this was a long time coming. I'm surprised I never booked this guy before, but we're lucky enough to get Talib Kweli on.
Oh, that's so big, dog. Yeah. That's so big. For those who love hip hop, you understand his importance to the community of hip hop. He's just a top-notch spitter. He's fucking been around forever. That's the dude right there. That's an exciting fucking ad, dude.
I've had multiple people call me and be like, Talib really coming to this place? Like,
fucking sick, dude.
Just nah, he coming.
Yeah, that's so sick.
Anybody making it happen is you. Like, people excited about that.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah. So, and I'm going to be honest with you. We were trying, as Rappin' the Rivers Festival, the team and everyone who's a part of it, we were trying to book someone much bigger. We really had.
I love it. This is a hip hop purist festival. Yeah, you guys had Asher Roth there last year. How did you find Asher Roth? Yeah.
So Asher Roth, I guess we just got offered. I mean, he had just decided that he was going to go on tour again, and the agency that we go through was like, "Would you be interested in Asher Roth?" And ironically, I've got some history sort of with Asher Roth. There was a time where I got called by a record executive, flown to New York to meet with Universal Records, and I came this close, I would say, to getting a record deal with Universal.
Is that right?
And when it came down to it, they told us, they were waiting for the next quarter to get their funding for the year to sign new artists.
Right.
And they're like, there's a couple other artists we're looking at, but we really like you guys. we sat through an hour-long session. They listened to our entire album. The fact that we'd been
Can you give us, hey man, actually I've always been, because like I said, I love hip hop, bro. My brother's a fucking rapper, my friends are rappers, you know, like I just love hip hop, dude. But I always wondered what it would like to you got that call, bro. Can you break us down that story? Like, you get the fucking call. I mean, like, you got to be excited at this point. You jump on a fucking plane to New York.
It's wild how it happened. It actually happened because I learned how to trick the system back on MySpace. So in the MySpace days, and this is the dumbest shit ever, but at one point I realized, okay, so I want to go to the title of my page where it says Filth and Foul, and I want to put in some different keywords. And this sounds like dinosaur age, like technology shit, but I came up with this idea where I would put someone else's name in our title and see if it would get us more plays on our songs. So every day I would switch it, and it like one day it would be Eminem, no, Filth and Foul. Next day,
it's fucking legit. Dude, these are the things that I like. This fucking shit. This is a dope episode, dude.
So next day,
yeah, run it up. Give us a show, y'all. Let's go.
So next day, I'd be like Lil Wayne, nope, Filth and Foul. So I just kept changing it, and like before you knew it, we're getting like 100,000 plays on Do What You Like and other songs like per day. And eventually, this guy, some guy just must have saw it, and the dude, it was someone who was like shopping for talent for Universal. This guy's name was Greg Epps. So Greg hits me up on Facebook or MySpace. I want to say it was. I think he hit me up on a Sunday afternoon, and he said, if you can be in New York on Tuesday, I've got you a meeting with Universal Records. And so I whipped, you know, shout out to all my friends that helped me out, but I whipped the money together, friends looking out for me.
Yeah, hell yeah.
To fly out there.
Support this dream, man.
It wasn't them flying us out there. It was get here and we'll get you a meeting. So we get there and we sit down for this meeting, and they loved our shit, man. Like the fact that we'd already done a bunch of shows. We weren't something they would have to teach us how to do anything.
Right.
Like we already had finished product. You know, it was just like it was like they could.
So what felt good, you know?
Getting to the Asher Roth part.
Ah, okay.
So they straight up just told us right there, and none of us had heard of fucking Asher Roth, but they told us right there that like comes down to you and probably this guy Asher Roth. But we got to wait for our new money to come in quarterly at the beginning of the year. This was like November sometime. And so I sit back and I don't bug these guys. I don't call them. I don't bother them.
You think that's a mistake at this point?
I do think.
Yeah.
But me being humble about it, I'm like, if they want me, they'll call. I'm not going to be that guy that bugs them and then gets shoved to the side.
That's the only time since you've started telling your story
that I didn't go.
That you did not shoot your opportunity. That is the only time that I picked up.
Probably did shit the bed on that one.
Yeah.
So when it came down to it, I didn't hear from them, and then mid-January, I finally called the guy, this dude Octavius Crouch. I call him, and he's like, yeah, man, we signed Asher, and you're probably gonna be hearing, you know, his new shit come out, and then it's I Love College. So then, for a while, I was spiteful, and I was like, yeah, fuck Asher Roth, man. You know, my shit, man. We're way better, you know. And then I'm comparing Do What You Like as our single to I Love College, and I'm going, man, you know. And then I'm going, well, what would have made more sense if I'm the guy signing somebody? Which song makes more sense? And so I had to like humble myself, and then from that point, I'm humble enough that I went and bought the album. I'm like, I'm gonna see if this guy's actually better than
pretty good rapper, actually, yeah.
And he convinced me, man. Like, there's not a bunch of shit that I would play, you know, repeatedly on that album. But if you listen to it, the last song on the album, he dedicated a song to his father, who like basically set his own career and dreams aside so that Asher Roth could get those chances that he got and he could succeed. And
that's kind of a neat.
The song is fire,
bro. Right? So it humbled you in that sense. You're like, oh, dude, that's his fucking story. And he was on the same race I was, dude.
Yeah, and I'm that guy that's raising my kids by myself, and you know, so I as far as the fatherly aspect and the respect he showed to his father, and my father's passed now, rest in peace. But me and my dad were so tight, like super tight. And so when it came to that song, he convinced me. And then, you know, when I got offered him, I'm like, yeah, I want to meet Asher Roth. I want to tell him this story.
Yeah, what did he say? Yeah, that was my next question, actually, is did you ever bring this story up?
I absolutely did bring the story up. And what's funny is Asher Roth is a super humble dude. He's like you know, I haven't heard your music, but I'm sure that you're a great rapper, you know. And then shortly after that, he watched me because he was going on after Filth and Foul at Rivers. So he watched us perform. But
that's cool, man. That is a fucking cool. I don't give a fuck. That is legit, dude.
he definitely was a humble dude, super cool. And when it came down to it, he confided in me, and I'm pretty sure he would probably tell the world this if I haven't seen any interviews, but maybe I'll just put him on blast. I think he would probably just roll with this. The music that you heard on Sleeping in the Bread Aisle, that's not what Asher Rock really wanted to do. That's what worked out for him, and that's, you know, that's how it worked out. And it's what got him.
I was gonna ask, did you end up asking him what did you know, like, 'cause you were there, man, you fucking had that opportunity handed to you, but you got beat out by the man you're talking to. So did you ask, was it worth it? Did signing to a label?
You know what? He regretted it.
I fucking knew it, dude. I had a feeling you were gonna fucking say that.
He regretted it, and it put him in somewhat of a box creatively. And that once the idea I got was that a package got put on the shelf, and people saw what that was, and then they're like, they never were able to see it in a different package and go, well, maybe I like that one. He was just stuck being that college kid, you know, the college rapper and party rapper guy or whatever it might have been. When it comes down to it, I think he's a wicked MC. I think he's a great writer. And live performance, he killed it also.
I think it's a cool moment to say that God's timing is fucking, you can't fuck around with it, man, because that full circle, your story, and then you get in the wrap up and hear his side of it after he signed and beat that deal. I mean, got the deal, beat you out of the deal. And to hear him say, I wish I wouldn't have. It's like, it gives you that fucking validation. Like, man, I'm almost happy I missed that. You know what I mean?
Hey, this comment came in for you right here. It said, my name is Culture Boy from Africa, Nigeria. Said, hit me up for concert if you want any gigs or if you're interested in Africa artists. So there we go.
You know what?
Hey,
I remember.
Shout out, Culture Boy.
Shout out, Culture Boy. Yeah, we've spoke a few times, man. Like, if there was some way that I could get you over to Montana to do one of these shows and not have to pay the travel, I would absolutely put you on, man. I mean, it ain't nothing to put you on a show. If you can make it here, I'll put you on any show that I got coming up. Just shout, you know, shout.
You got international fucking fans, dude.
Reaching out from Nigeria, hitting the boys fucking chat.
I want to come there and do a show.
Yeah, Johannesburg or something.
Line that up. I want to go there and do a show.
So, with all the hype and, you know, watching everybody pretty much rise, who are some of your favorite Montana artists?
Man. Oh, there's some good
ones. Who do you fuck with? Yeah.
I'm going to break my list out here so I can.
Oh, here you go. I got a list.
Well, yeah. You know, it's cool because I've done it. Filth and Foul, we've done shows with just about everybody, you know, that's why I said
you're Montana fucking hip hop royalty, bro. Like, legitimately.
So we know who puts their proper energy in and does it right. Of course, I'm going to say Superman doing them shows from the ground up. Does the little beatbox looper deal where he'll have people from the crowd come in and add a sound, make a beat, and then freestyle over it. I mean, from the ground up, real hip hop. Superman always holds it down. Another favorite of mine, and I know Contact likes Amp Duo. The dudes from Missoula, they put it down, and like when I see them perform, it's just like, okay, that's the kind of MC shit that I like. I like real MCs rocking the shit the whole time, backing each other up, meshing voices, you know, the way that me and Contact put our shit together. I feel like me and him are like a yin and yang. When you're hearing the final mix, you're almost like able to mix and go, that's half him and half him.
Yeah.
Whether he's rapping or he's rapping, it's a perfect blend.
That's legit too.
And that's how I feel Amp Duo rocks it. Some of my other favorite ones, I'm looking at this list. Shout out my cousin Dusty Dillsnick. I don't know if y'all heard about Dusty Dillsnick, the country rapper. He'd be making
the country rapper.
Dusty.
I haven't heard about him either.
So Dusty Dillsnick, it's my cousin, and people mistake us for each other because we look a lot alike. Our fathers are twin brothers.
Same spot, like Bozeman.
He's from Wilsaw, which is close to Bozeman. But
okay.
But shout out my cousin Dusty, country rap music. Dude is pretty tight. We've been working with him for a long time. Shout out Mr. Enigma. That's my dude in Bozeman.
You know what's nuts about looking at your list?
Freestyler.
You alphabetical or organized.
I was just looking at that.
Yeah. Fucking.
But then Also, just looking for see what else is on there.
I want to shout out a younger act, cat named Hey Love out of Bozeman. He's also the cat I was telling you about that actually not only sold 10 tickets to the show, he came back.
Okay, the hustler. Yeah, he's the hustler. Yeah.
Yeah, dude has a great fan base. I don't think he's not even living in Montana. He's living in Arizona somewhere right now, but he's probably still outsold most of the other artists. He's after it, and people like his shit. So shout out Hey Love. Shoot, man. Let's see who else is dope. Shout out Loud over in Butte. Like, that's the old school cat right there. Still keeping the freestyle art alive. That's my dude, Loud from Butte.
I love these freestyle rappers. And speaking of that, I'm gonna stop you right then and there, baby, because now it's time for the Valley of the fucking Doom.
Oh,
I was waiting for a word, a keyword, and there it came. Yeah, freestyle, baby.
We'll come back to that list.
We are going to come right back to that list, but I told him, I warned him halfway, right before we started the show, I said, you're a rapper. And I said, I'm giving you the heads up out of courtesy. I said, but you're entering the Valley of the motherfucking Doom. And we are going to give you the option on your beat style. We will give you an instrumental, and we're going to let you rip. You are hip-hop Montana royalty, but can you stand? Can you tackle it? Are there bullets coming? Can you dodge them like Nero?
We going in?
Are you going to be able to howl with all of the motherfucking monsters that have entered the valley? Valley of the Doom with Mr. Nick Barney. Let's go, man. What kind of beat are you after, my man?
Hit me with the boom bap. That's usually what I like. You know, I like the boom bap, but
oh shit, boom bap.
I like that.
Cool beat.
You know, you can find any beat you want. You just type in something type beat. People hitting me up for beats like I got beats all day, and I'm like, yo, man, you need beats? Type in so and so.
This good one looks tough.
Oh, that's it right there, huh?
Yeah, that's it. There we are. Fucking foul. Valley of the Doom. Weekly Bus. You know what it is. I'm gonna get my phone up.
Bring that beat up a little bit. Oh man, let me have something faster. I'm gonna fall asleep to this shit. Yo, just rock as we stop. MC shit drop freeze. Step the I begin to get every it's going burn a wreck, make dashes, and baby does it. It's problematic. See what else I got. Spend time in the rhyme. Do it for the line, put my life on the line. Still better. Shit down. Get it what they tell you. So make you such a million. Stick up with your style. Like a dope cell. But we love it like now. But no coasting for miles. Oh shit. Welcome to the MC where we kind of live because we fuck with MCs. But I tell you one thing, we find out our minds with no trust. Oh my God, let's go! Let's go! Sorry, we back. Yeah. Let's go, that's fine, bro. I'll hit him with one more if you want.
Yeah, of course we do. Yeah. Let's go. Let's get this guy. He's chilling.
Shout out Silverleaf. Shout out Montana James and all my weed smokers out there. Close, yeah. Let's go. Wow. You're busy. With the ash stuck in this fucking context, couple fucking Asia, contest, fall out, 12 bit, so fresh, much. I know stuff. I don't see this bullshit song. I'm gonna go to that guy and you almost know it's getting stronger. Just wanna I'm about to get my Joshua right back for it, baby. Here I am, I'm the fan, smoking green. And I can't give you what you want if you want a big bag of weed. I got some good rolling store. When she hits my tricks, she gonna be coming back for more. I can see it, dude. Yes. Oh, yes.
I would say that you successfully survived the Valley of the Doom on the weekly bus. Let's go. We had a couple, choke out. I'm not going to throw anyone under the bus, but I've seen a couple just not perform, man. And that definitely was it.
Y'all put an old man on blast.
Hell yeah.
Tune actually has probably one of the hottest freestyles that come out of the valleys. Tune owns one of those motherfuckers for sure. He's got a good one. Yeah,
that's a good one.
Ghost got some fire on.
So back to the let's get back to that.
Gary Robinson killed shit.
Let me clarify. That off the dome?
No, that's not off the dome.
Oh, okay.
No,
never mind. No clarity.
I'm not going. I'm 46, and I ain't. I smoke 15 to 20 blunts a day. I'm gonna be honest. If anyone has an excuse to not freestyle, it's me. I remember this boo-boo.
I was going on the point that when I did that with y'all, you said it was tight, but that wasn't off the dome.
Oh, shit.
But that wasn't freestyle.
Cutting out. Oh, that sucks.
What's funny, though, I mean, that's a topic right there.
Ty's got it. Ty will have it up on the Instagram soon. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's a topic right there. What does the word freestyle mean to you? Now,
That's fact.
To me, I come from the era where freestyle means you're rapping off the top.
Of your head,
all coming right here. It's not premeditated.
It's not going off of here.
And anything that you might use, more than one line that you came up with right at that moment that you memorize. I'm gonna start with that one line, and even that's not technically freestyle either. But to me, a freestyle starts from the ground up.
Yeah,
and it's something that you're inspired to do, which is
it's that 8 Mile shit, man. It's that shit you seen that they made a movie about motherfuckers sitting and thinking all day about raps, dude. You know what I mean?
And for anyone who ever said, why don't you freestyle more? Inspire me. Motherfucker, inspire me. Like, I'm old. I've been doing this shit a long time. I'm not the guy that's trying to rap to your neck or give you a demo to your neck area to convince you that
in the club just rapping on someone's neck. I get it.
Yeah. You will not. No, you will not give me a demo to my neck area. I don't want that. So I'm never that guy that's going around like being a rapper. Like, first of all, when I introduced myself at the beginning, and I should have said, "Yo, I'm first and foremost a person." And secondly, I like to rap also, because that's the thing I love about rappers that I meet. If you can be a person first when I meet you, give me a handshake and talk to me as a person first. I like that a lot more than, yo, I'm so man. Like, I don't want to hear all that. Like, I'm not required to know you. And if I haven't heard of you, then don't come at me with that kind of thing. Like, I want to know a person. And so I always just try to be Nick Barney first. People will be like, oh, Nick Barney on the mic. Yeah, because I'm a fucking person first. I don't care if you know that I'm Nickel B, Nick Busy, or Filth and Foul.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just a person who loves rap music. That's it.
You're handing out flowers. We stopped you midway because we caught a keyword, freestyle.
Freestyle.
But you were handing out flowers to some other artists around Montana that you fuck with.
Well, I do want to shout out MOB.
Let's go. That's our boy.
We've done a few shows, but I think I told you in Whitefish, I said, I like how y'all do it. Y'all do it right. And when I say that to someone, I always mean that. I will never.
Hey, that fucking show was sick, though. The Whitefish show was off the top, man.
My introduction to you, like, I mean, you hear around, especially Montana, you know who to know. And of course, so we knew, but like, you've been humble and 100 and open with us from jump, being black in Montana as it is, and trying to rap. I got a little history as it is out here to have some people, but you got to have the co-sign of some other people out here. If I'm an outsider coming in to still feel welcoming, y'all always from you to MC Souls.
Yeah.
Everybody reaching out. Big Mike Ferguson, out in Missoula.
It be.
Like, you already know. I fuck with Montana, bro. Like,
Hey, we love MLB, man.
406, for real. Like, we come. I promise. Somebody gonna get on the map. Like, you know what I mean? Like, look what God did. Now I'm here with Rapping the Rivers, bro.
That's legit.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. One thing about working with me too, as a concert promoter, concert buyer, or whatever, is I've been a rapper for 25 years before I really was too worried about concert promotion. So like, rappers do want to work with me because I come from the rap
You're a
perspective.
fucking musician, yeah.
Yeah, I would never do anyone dirty that is in the same damn job that I'm in, because I wouldn't want that done to me. And I had it done to me for years, man. Like when I worked for the Zebra Cocktail Lounge, like I got to shout out Brett Klein, right? Brett Klein owned the Zebra Cocktail Lounge and managed it for years. And that's where I kind of got my start and my roots. But dude would like short me on pay every single show for like 10 years. And when it came down to it, like, you know, he left me hanging, but he taught me everything I know the wrong way. What you do, people. Here's how you
look hard, bro. By the way, I want to say your shades look amazing, and I love that shirt, dog.
New shirt for new fusion. What up, dog?
So shout out to learning lessons the hard way, because sometimes, like, you know, it's like a bad parent. They'll teach you exactly how not to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of stripes learned in those kind of situations, which I apply now, and I try and build Montana hip hop, and I try and take people in and make it feel like it's a team, because ultimately it takes us all to win. The humbleness of it is me in Contact. We're older cats, right? We're not out in the club every night. We don't know everybody. We're not partying. We're not building a social circle of people that are like anxious and waiting for us to do something. So when it comes down to it, we need all these artists that are opening up the shows. We need them all because it's a team effort. Although we take the financial risk for this, like if we don't have everyone come together and do their part, it's really impossible to win, or very hard, because I'm only one man and it's a large state to cover, you know.
But if it's done right, everybody does.
Absolutely. So let me finish out this list. I want to shout out MT Souls. I love the way MT Souls rock it. They do shows really dope. I don't want to leave anybody out. But MT Souls super dope and very good friends of mine.
Love you guys.
Younger cats that really rock it. The kid Pluto out of Belgrade. The kid is dope. So we've had him on a handful of shows, right? And he used to do the shit where he rapped right over his CD. And this kid's only 15 or 16, something like that. So you learn your lessons as you go. But eventually there was a show where and I was telling him the whole time, dude, you should just rock raw, you know, just rock raw beats, and everyone can hear everything you're saying, because I think you're really good. There's a show where he forgot his set disc. He asked me to bring one, and I forgot to bring it also. And then he's just like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? I'm like, well,
now you rap.
What do you want to do? And he's like, well, I'll freestyle. So I gave him a 15-20 minute set of beats, and this fucking
kid did he shred it?
Slayed it.
Wow, that's cool as hell.
The kid Pluto, and he's a good writer too. So not only is he good at freestyling, and like, but the thing is, he changed his whole perspective. When people, the feedback he got after that first show, people coming up and going, dude, that was dope, because it was the first time anyone really heard what he was saying, because he was rapping over raw beats.
Yeah.
There's no denying what someone says when it's over raw beats. And so he's changed his whole shit up. He wants to do it that way now. So people are forced to hear what he says. So shout out the kid Pluto. He's also a great hustler, helping me push the tickets for the show. And shoot, man, I don't want to leave too many people out, but I feel like if I go too much further into it, I could go all day long.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good rap artists in Montana. And when people are like, you really throw on this festival and you've got all these artists, like, what could it really be like? And I'm like, dude, Montana has so much more talent than people
motherfuckers realize. Yeah.
If you go out of state, now here's a perfect example. I did a show one time. I've done a show in Times Square in New York. When a Montana group, Filth and Foul, goes and plays a show, a little talent showcase.
Yeah.
It was 11 groups on the bill. We went third. After we went third, the way that we've been taught to do shows, raw over, you know, beats and spitting it right, we ruined the show. The rest of the acts didn't even want to perform. because they're used to lip syncing.
Yeah.
They're used to,
and you guys rocked it?
and we rocked it to the point where we're signing autographs.
Yeah, dude.
We literally ruined the show. The owner of this, it was some Russian dude, and the owner comes up and he's like, man, this is the best performance we've seen here in years. And, you know, he's buying our drinks and having us, everyone's having autographs signed and shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why? We're not that great. The difference is in Montana, we didn't have to pay every single time we got on a stage. So we got 10, 15 years of rocking stages experience, you know, 30 shows a year or whatever it might have been. So we
bunch of hidden gems here, man, in Montana, just because we never got, you don't get the stage.
And
You know what I mean? Yeah.
absolutely. It's not just us. It's all the opportunities that have been in Montana for 20 years rocking stages. Ask some of your city friends how they get on shows. They pay like $1,000 to be on the show, and then they actually don't get any tickets to sell that they can make money off of. They're required to get a stack of tickets, sell them all, bring all the money, give it to the promoter, and then if things ain't timed out right, they might not even get their damn set. Like things are different. Like people are fighting to get on stage in other states, where here you're able to get stage time and actually become a real performer and be able to put on a real good show.
I got a question that revolves around Rappin' the Rivers as a promotion in general. Are you taking in new vendors, and are you looking for people to fucking come help and maybe want to put their business on there? And
Absolutely. So we do have some sponsors. We're taking more sponsors, always looking to build. All the sponsorship packages, they come with a great amount of promotion, as well as a bunch of free tickets to give away, and ways that you can actually, you know, get the promotion and whatnot it takes to be putting the money in. It's only worth it if you're going to get something out of it. We understand that. But yes, we're looking for more sponsors. We're looking for more vendors. At this point, we've got probably a half a dozen vendors, some food vendors, some clothing vendors, stuff like that. But yeah, we're trying to build.
with all these egos and shit in the same fucking area, man, and you being a promoter, man, and understanding the business, rappers beef, bro.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fucking egos in that area. They're all packed in the same area. And when you get them together, do you see that shit clashing a lot?
You know, not so much anymore. Like I would like to say I'm personally a little bit responsible for squashing local beefs because I just think it's corny. I was the guy for battle tracks and diss songs. Early 2000s, I had a group of guys that would literally slash my tires. Anytime I was anywhere in Bozeman, they slashed tires. They would jump me. They would jump my little brother. I mean, there was a lot of shit going on, and it was all rival rappers. And I attribute it to me going, okay, hip hop here is all mine, and I was hogging it.
Yeah.
I was hogging it. I wasn't sharing the pie. And so a lot of people got pissy about it, and they got sick of seeing us do what we did. And they would take shortcuts. They would, slash tires, jump me, make their little battle songs and whatnot. So for years, I spent time doing these rebuttal tracks and diss tracks and, going around doing shit like this. Yo, man, you want to hear the new one? I just made a new one about so-and-so. The fact of the matter is, and I'll tell you, this is why I don't like the local beefs. No one at the end of the day gives a flying fuck about anyone's stupid shit around here. Like, They really don't. So, like, you're going around recruiting people to listen to a battle song that's about someone that doesn't really exist.
Gossip. I never really thought of it like that. Now I can see it's like gossiping on a mic.
It's like US Weekly, but on CD. Putting out the dirty laundry.
That's cool, man. That you've been able to get your hand in that. You know what I mean, and smooth some waters out and shit. Because I know that can be an issue when you have that many motherfuckers in the same area with egos. You know what I mean? And you had no issues last year?
So last year was so smooth. There was one guy that we dealt with all the elements. We dealt with the windstorm and dirt storm that had people's teeth filled with dirt. And then we dealt with some rain and stuff. But
yeah, but I heard it was rad though. Like people are performing in the getting soaked in the rain performing.
Futuristic in the Loonies performing in a fucking monsoon. Yeah, I mean, but they toughed it out. They did what they were supposed to. They're MCs about it, and they love the craft and they love their fans. So
but I feel like for concert goers and for big event goers like that, sometimes dealing with the elements is what makes the show happen.
Yeah, for sure, memorable too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Dude, your fucking beard is coming in good, bro. What the fuck?
I know those boys keep me over
So,
Wisconsin.
On the slide, I just want to know
The good, bad, and the lessons from year one of Rappin' the Rivers.
That is a good question, Evan.
So the good is that everybody who was supposed to perform got their time on stage and performed. Other than Brother Ali didn't get his stage time because it was raining too hard. He's back this year to do his thing.
That's cool.
And it's awesome that people are dedicated enough to come back and do that shit. Dirty Snatcher as well is coming back. Mac Lethal coming back. So we had a few that were rainouts, but the good about it is that it happened. Like, overall, a huge investment, like, the amount of money that went into it, the amount of time that went into it, and it's literally like 363 days of the year promoting that shit to see if it works out for the 2 days. So
I think you're going to have big success this year.
Thank you. So the fact that it happened and it went off the way it did, and no one got hurt and everyone had a great time, and they go away from it saying good things to the point where we win the Bozeman Choice Awards for Best Festival. I mean, we're competing with Rockin' the Rivers in their 23rd year, Country Jam in like their 12th year. Yeah, a lot of Sweepies Festival, I mean,
Big Sky, that was that's what year.
This is a different timing though, too, isn't it?
2 days off by 2 days.
Oh, is it? I thought it was in July for some reason.
What did numbers wise, like what you did, like
last year we had roughly 2,000.
Nice.
And when you've got a space that big, I mean, the capacity out there is 20,000.
I've been there.
So it was humbling to see how it was, but everybody who went to that festival went away from it saying good things. Nobody had a terrible time. Everybody believes in it for year two, and the momentum was so strong that I'm literally still in my camper on the Sunday after the show last year, and I've already had 2 vendors that wanted to lock in for the next year and 1 sponsor that was inquiring about locking in so that they didn't lose their spot.
Montana was missing this, man. It really was.
When you have to have a jump off point somewhere. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it can only go up from there.
Yeah.
So we've talked about our boys up in Kalispell, MT Souls, shout out. But more local to you is our cousin. He goes by Lost Boy, but his name's Donnie. So
He lives in Bozeman, yeah.
yeah, he gets in there.
I'd like to see you guys maybe possibly throw on Ed Words. I don't know if he reached out to you guys or anything, but he's, in my opinion, right now, the dopest Montana rapper out. And I hate to say it to anyone, but the reality is reality. That fucking kid is good, dude.
You disrespect me like that?
And then we got the
It's just so good right now,
we got the
man.
beat queued up for Jake. He's gonna come over here and spit some fire. Jake, come on.
No, I would love to see him on this set list. I don't know if you guys have ever had any contact time, or I'm gonna shoot at his bed.
I think that's flow in the state. That's
I legitimately am behind the kid right now, and he's been dropping. He has this Sunday mixtape, these Sunday freestyles. He's been dropping, and he says that he's loaded for weeks on end. He's just dropping new songs every Sunday, and I just think that's a person that you should inquire with. He's a really good.
So I've actually put him on a few shows before, and I would totally like to put him on Rappin' the Rivers if he's down.
So you do know him a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I know who he is. I've put him on shows before. I've heard the music, and he's dope. I mean, legitimately, just put it out there. The only reason I think is he's gonna want to get paid, and I'm not paying anyone who's not famous yet. Like, and
That's fair.
that's just me being honest.
This is an opportunity, bro. For
Absolutely.
anyone that fucking jumps on the stage, that gets to grace the stage of fucking Brother Ali, Mac Lethal, fucking Stevie Stone, all of them at the same, Kwai Lee, you know what I mean? All these motherfucking people, you should be blessed to want to get up on there and get your fucking name out there, dude. You know what I mean?
For sure. And anybody, I split the money. So like anybody who can sell 10 tickets can be on this damn show. Like if you can sell 10 tickets, be on the show. You'll make money. Like, You just have to actually have some hustle. And I'm not saying Josh doesn't. I'm just saying, like, for anyone who wants to be a part of a $100,000 investment, if you can't sell 10 tickets, why the fuck would I want you on a show?
Sure.
Like, straight up. Sorry if that hurts anyone's feelings, but if you don't have 10 fans, if you can't find 5 cousins, 2 aunties, and 3 fucking brothers to buy a ticket that supposedly support what you do and what you love.
Hey, Cartoon's loaded right now in his pocket. If you guys just seen me a few minutes ago, I was showing off Cartoon's tickets. You know what I mean? He's out here getting.
Yes, sir. Yeah, if you're in Great Falls,
We're not here hustling.
if you're in the Great Falls area and you need a ticket, holler at the boy Cartoon.
Hell yeah.
We are getting. I'd love to keep you, and I really would, man. I'd like to keep this episode going, but we are coming short on
It's 5.
on
We
fight
get the
time.
Four Seasons Arena in about 20 minutes.
I wish I was going to that fight. Let me shout out a few people.
Yeah, no. You do all of that, man. Yeah, no, I just wanted to let you know and our viewers know we hate to do this, but we fucking have to, legitimately.
So anybody that's down at the Four Seasons, you know the boys will be in there. Just give us a shout out. Say what up. Stop by the merch stand. Go ahead.
Yeah, so shout out. I want to shout out our weed sponsors one more time, Silverleaf and Montana James. There's Silverleaf there's 10 different locations. Track them down near you. And Montana James and Bozeman on Griffin is opening on Monday, grand opening. Shout out the Vape Spot, 406 Paint and Fine Finishing, EXP Financial, Tangible Studios. If you need somewhere to record in Montana, Tangible Studios is the spot right there, especially in the Bozeman area. So check them out. Yeah, and I think that's about it. Shout out to Beast Mode in Butte, Radio Shack in Bozeman,
Radio Shack.
East Main Inc.,
You guys have a Radio Shack?
SCS Raps. Yeah, we still got Radio Shack.
Dude, crazy, dude. That's cool, actually.
I might just go to Bozeman just to go to radio. Yeah, right. I need me an RC car. No,
See, shout out Montana Recycling, Cactus Records, Carpets Plus,
easy with that today.
SCS Raps, La Casa Noyes.
It's all good.
Yeah, I think that's about it. We got some new vendors. Oh yeah, what is the name of it? Second Chance Marketplace in Missoula, or no, is it in Billings? Second Chance
Billings.
Marketplace. Oh,
Was that like
it's in
a
Billings.
thrift store?
James
Yeah.
Dennis fucks with that. That's like one of his sponsors.
So in Billings, yes, Second Chance Marketplace. And thank you guys for sponsoring. Anybody who stepped up and sponsored, you're helping us get one step closer to making this thing make sense for us, which making sense financially is how we get to the next year.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to all our sponsors. We love you.
He's got a website you can go click for updates or check out his Facebook or
Absolutely.
Instagram as well. All of that.
You check me out on Instagram as Nick Busy Music. Busy, just like the word. I'm staying busy.
I want you fucking back, bro. Like, legit. This fucking episode is legit. And I feel like we ran out of time. I have so many more questions.
Absolutely. Anytime. One last shout out. So if you want any more information, officially, the website is www.rappintheriversmt.com. You can get tickets there. You can see who's been added to the lineup and, share with your friends, invite somebody. Don't be lazy. Like if I ask people to invite their friends, there's a reason. Like I already know my friends. My friends already know about the shit I'm doing. So do us a favor and tell your friends about the shit we're doing and spread the word.
Right.
It don't take that long. Facebook makes it real easy. You can click 1,000 people at a time. Send that motherfucking invite. Lazy. Let's get it.
Let's go, man.
Hell yeah. And with that, I'm gonna run an ad for us. Here we go, huh? What's it?
Weekly boss.
Yes, sir. Let's see.
Bucked Up is a company who has made it their sole mission to bring nothing but the best to the table when it comes to supplemental and fitness products. Founded by two forward-thinking brothers, they have assembled a team of like-minded people who have blossomed this company into a powerhouse in the fitness world as well as in the health and wellness community. Bucked Up is focused on using only the best ingredients and scientists to create amazing products that will help amplify performance, increase energy, and promote overall wellness. Jumpstart your fitness journey with some amazing Bucked Up products today. Join the weekly busboys and let's get bucked up now. Promo code WEEKLY for 20% off at checkout.
I mean, that's how I punked him.
Elevate your vaping and smoking experience with 20 Past 4, Montana's premier vape, water pipe, and accessory shop. Discover a world of possibilities at 5 convenient locations, 2 in Great Falls, 1 in Helena, 1 in Billings, and for our friends in Arizona, we've got you covered with a location in sunny Prescott. Our knowledgeable and friendly staff are ready to guide you through the latest trends, ensuring you to find the fit for your lifestyle. Plus, don't miss out on exciting promotions and discounts, making your shopping experience even better. 20 Past 4, where quality meets satisfaction. Visit us today at one of our 5 convenient locations.
And with that, we want to give a shout out to the Premier team. If you need a house, you go down and you hit up Audrey, Paul, or Amber to get you a house. Premier team at Dustin Young Realtors. Also, Hudson Trash Removal. You need something taken out, our boy will dispose of it and never talk about it again. You understand what that means? If you don't, then don't ask.
Give me ideas.
the Halftime Sports Bar. If you want to go down and watch the fights without having to go to the Four Seasons, you want to just hang out, eat some tacos, and just chill on your own, you go down and you watch it at the Halftime Sports Bar because the Fusion Fight League starts in 20 minutes.
Yeah, holy fuck.
Okay, anyways, the Amigo Lounge, you want to go eat some food, hang out with your family, you go do that. If Papa wants to go throw in some bucks at the casino and try to win money for the dinner, shit, Emerald City's right next door. The Amigo Lounge and Taco Treat and the Emerald City Casino. With that and our weed sponsor, Native Grown, the voted #1 dispensary in the state. I said voted #1. Native Grown. Shout out to Chuck. With you both. Oh, yeah.
Votes matter.
Yep. That's right. And that's about it.
With that, we want to say Marks, Wisconsin, Donnybrook. If we forget you guys, we're just really clouded today. We're really sorry. Nick Barney, aka Nick Busy, right?
Yep, Nick Busy.
Dude, what a fucking kick-ass guest. Thank you for coming to the show. Thank you for making it over here.
One more shout out to our boy Kyle May at Brandell. There's some work right there.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
All right. I want you back, man. Sooner than later.
Anytime.
Let's get you on before this show again,
Sounds
so we
good.
can re-promote it.
Let's do it. We'll get Contact in here. Shout out Contact. He couldn't make it today, but Contact is the one who makes things happen for Filth and Foul behind the boards. So
There we go.
shout out Contact.
Show some love, baby. I got my 1,000 invites live.
See you guys down there at Four Seasons Arena. McMillan versus Wright. Let's go. Flow State, we up.